Okay, I want to ask a couple questions, cultural things, because you're in the lifestyle community now, but you were in a different community before this. Like you're like the gay or the LGBTQ
Yes.
community, and so as you've popped up, sometimes you'll bring stuff in that is kind of like it throws us off a little bit because it's not stuff that we're used to. So one thing I remember was people were using lube at an event, and you were kind of like, y'all use the wrong lube.
Yes,
And
because
you
majority
pulled
of the play party people,
Listen up.
we have people doing vaginal and anal, so we need water-based lube and silicone-based lube, not just water-based lube, because you cannot use water-based lube on anal because it gets really sticky and it doesn't feel nice. So if you having play party, have both.
Okay, so gun oil is
Gun oil, they do come in two different form, water-based and oil-based,
okay.
silicone-based.
Okay, and
So
silicone's for
silicone-based
anal.
is good for anal, but water-based is good for vaginal.
I didn't know.
We'll have to figure out how to clip this for social, but that's your favorite one, right? Is the gun oil
The
one.
gun oil is
All right.
one of my favorites.
So we'll
Yeah.
drop this link in because she said it and it was like, oh, we never thought about that.
Right.
And it made it easier for everyone who was trying it that day. And it like total male focused,
It's feel
throwing a
different,
party,
right?
throws
It feel a little bit more slippier because water-based gets so dry.
even to the
So
touch,
dry.
it feels different.
Yeah.
Right.
It didn't feel like it was anything. It felt, you're right, it didn't feel sticky at all. So then I was like, is there enough on, like when it was on my hand, it didn't feel like anything was there. So you have to try it. So we'll drop it because I wonder how much of when women are like, I don't like, anal, how much of that came from using the wrong
lube. Yeah.
thing.
Someone told me one time use water-based, and I went, okay, and that's just how I've lived my whole life by being like, I have to use water.
Majority everybody know water-based for sexual because it's more for girls and a little bit more wet when it's like, because girls get wet and water-based get a little bit more lubricant and wet when you hit water and wetness. So that's good for vaginal, but then anal, you don't get that natural lubrication, so you need something a little bit more lubricated. So that's when silicone-based lube come in.
And the second thing was, and I'm careful how to talk about this because I don't know. Layla and I were like, is it legal? Is it not legal?
Oh, yeah. And we can always cut this too.
And we can cut it, but we're trying to understand poppers.
Ooh.
Because it is like in the other community, they are all over the place. It's happening at all times. And I've seen it now that I think about it, I see it at concerts, right? Like
I
you'll
can
see
smell
it
it.
at
has a
EDM
smell,
shows.
and I'm like, someone's doing something.
Someone's doing poppers, but I've never had one. I don't know what they're good for. Can you explain poppers a bit? What is it? Like what the fuck is it?
Yeah, can you
So
just help us?
the popper majority is popular in the gay culture because popper was created it's kind of like a 30-second high to have your whole body relax. So with poppers, majority is popular in more like a gay culture. We use that as like for bottoms because it's really hard to get in there if you're like really tight or if your first time. Popper kind of relax your whole body. It's more like a 30-second high. So if you take popper before you do bottoming, it also loosen up your splinter in your anus to make everything glide in a little bit more easier.
It only lasts for 30 seconds.
It's only 30 seconds.
It's the worst drug ever. I want at least
Because I don't
like
think it's meant to
5
be
minutes.
a drug. It's meant for like home. Like
No, people do it at
aroma,
like raves
right?
and stuff though, and they're
So
not
a lot
like
of people doing it at raves recently that I saw because it does give you that high that you go to the rave. That's like fantasy. It's just imagine it's kind of like I don't know Molly at the rave. It's high, which is more like 30-second.
Is it like doing a balloon?
Yeah, it's like a little bit more like head high, a little bit more body relaxed, everything a little bit more like sensual.
Is that how you do it? Is like with the balloon, or like how do people?
The popper come in like a small bottle of vial. They come in a large variety of ranges. You find your favorite one. It's like
We probably won't link to one, but you can find
let
it
us know at checkout.
somewhere.
just saying, there's different brand, there's different things. Some stronger, some weaker, or whatever. Find your favorite one. But it just, I don't know. It just help you relax.
Interesting.
So it's not. So it just happens to be good for this purpose, but
Yes.
it helps you relax. Period.
Yes.
It just is good for this purpose. That's why it's popping up at raves.
Right.
Like popping up at raves.
Yeah.
So then, so again, for women who don't like anal,
Right.
part of it was like, okay, are you relaxed or using anything to help you relax? And
Mm-hmm.
then are you using the right lube? And that can make a huge difference,
Yeah.
right?
So popper just like an extra step of it to help you release that splinter when you're always so tense. Then it's just like, okay, now you can whole body relax. So everything just glide a little bit more easy.
Okay.
I want to try.